the void, there burns a bright new banner, and it's called Vera Libertas. Chaos calls, we rise against the slander, shouting loud, Vera Libertas. For our hearts are filled with justice, we'll tear the tyrants from their thrones. Into the void, and stands a bright banner, and it's called Vera Libertas. Back on Super Earth, the lies they bind the people, and it's called tyranny. The leaders cruel, their power built on evil, ruling all Super Earth. We'll expose their dark deception. No more silence, no more fear. Back on Super Earth, the lies they bind the people, and it's called tyranny.
Evening's anarchies, loyalist dorks. That was Vera Libertas, the ChaosDiver parade march by little Lustfolk, an individual who truly knows what wild and crazy chaos is all about. Tonight's top story is that the Jet Brigade has once again come out to play and is rocking Popli IX like a hurricane with a level 40 super defense condition. I mean, geez guys, did you bring enough of your friends this time? How many of you does it take to whoop on the Liberation fleet with any kind of efficiency? Clearly you didn't bring enough, considering I've been slapping you around like defective merchandise all day, heal and autokinas not being on my menu. Sorry, getting annihilated by the Chaos Angel is not covered under your warranty. Really, I'm starting to feel like that meme with the one blonde girl on the couch surrounded by the five guys, but I am not the one in danger here. I am the danger. Now, before we get into the galactic news, I figured that I should explain myself. Have I officially joined the ChaosDivers? You better believe it, buckaroo, but I am not the type to be a follower, and I am way more popular than the Council of Five, so I decided to simply usurp them and take over the whole operation for myself. People have been saying that I should form my own Discord server for a while now, and wouldn't you know it, there's a perfectly functional one right here. So, yeah, thanks, Council of Five. I would have had a hard time of things doing all this myself. You can collect your last checks in the mail. Your services won't be needed any longer. Especially since I plan on doing things the democratic way and offering the ChaosDivers a chance to vote for me on their phones as Supreme Empress of the Infinity +1 Cathcral throne. I expect a good turnout. Earlier today, SEAF loyalists managed to successfully stage a counterattack on Vandalon, giving the Boy Scouts just enough of an edge to shove the collective back into the depths of the Trigon sector for the second time this week. Tell you what, clankers really seem to struggle on these icy planets, but our sparkle cannons work just great. That's the laser cannon, for those of you not in the know. Meanwhile, on the other side of the Automaton excessively militarized zone, Bekvam 3 and Julheim are having some issues with the incineration core coming to town. I found that salamander armor mixed with the double-edged sickle, a recoilless, and a medley of sentries really knocks the wind out of their sails. Throw in some of the 120s for good measure. With flame resistance that high, it cuts down on the damage Randall's boys can do to you, and diminishes self-damage from the double sickle down to nearly nothing. At that point, there's a laser beam with your target's name on it, and you can hold the trigger down until you both figure out which one it is. Bonus points, you can kill gunships with it. Heck, I think you might even be able to bag a factory strider with this thing if your pain tolerance is high enough. So, with Galactic Sphere news out of the way, today is April Fool's Day, and my persona, having switched to its darker, edgier, insanely hotter version, you might be wondering what I spent my time doing to stymie the forces of justice today. Oh, I've been a busy little succubus and declared a prank war against the Ministry of Truth, because those buttheads had it coming. Every chair was sabotaged with either a whoopee cushion or itching powder, or a whoopee cushion filled with itching powder. Salt shaker lids were loosened, sugar was placed in gas tanks, and my tech experts installed Banzai Buddy on each and every single one of their terminals. Really, it's been a while since I messed with those dorks, and I wanted to make sure that I was still living Brit-free in their range. Oh, and I did do one other thing. It's still an ongoing operation, so I can't spill the beans just yet, but I sent Lady Electo off on a little errand to the interior sectors. She should be back in the next few days, so we'll all have a chance to giggle over her wacky and hilarious hijinks at the Ministry of Truth's expense. But right now, all eyes are upon the creek, and it looks like it's gonna be one heck of a battle. Between the outrageous numbers of the Jet Brigade and the vicious sadism of the Incineration Corps, it's going to be a little contest of who gets boots on the ground first so they can get blown back into spare parts by my Seraphim. We've, been preparing the battle space all week for the coming conflict, so fingers on buzzers. Who's going to be quickest? Who's feeling lucky today? 3 days. That's all we need to hold them for. We don't need to beat them all. We just need to weigh out the clock. And we face tougher battles than what these losers are bringing to the party. It's just a matter of time, patience, and carefully administered violence. That's been Anarchy's Adventures with me, Pandera the Chaos Angel. Tomorrow, we'll be going over some bot-busting builds that should really rock Robotnik's socks off, and some strategies that will give him the shallow grave at the edge of town treatment instead of you. Every little bit counts. For true freedom, for absolute liberty, and above all else, for having a good time. Viva la Revolution Chaotic! Oh, and you would not believe how cheap this outro song was. I stole it from Radical. Now who's the wildest and craziest furval?
Now raise your weapons, hold your steel. We bleed until we fight no more.